this one, not the off a mic. Oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come. Oh, yo. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. This is Maiyegun Live. And from wherever you are watching from, good morning to you. Good afternoon, good evening, and top of the day or of the moment to you and your household. This is Maiyegun Live, and tonight we have a lot to really dig into. And sometimes I might make it sound so light or kind of lighter when I start, when I begin my analysis and all of that. Just follow the story, okay? If you really want to enjoy it, follow the story. Follow the facts as we separate facts from fiction, as we separate propaganda from the real thing. And whatever you make of this video at the end of it all is solely yours, and you are entitled to your view about it. But I'm going to start tonight because I'm feeling a little bit kind of, happier, and this is why. Buhari has get out of Nigeria. He is on his way to London. He is probably in London now. So the good news is that he is coming to a place where there will be no police, there will be no military, there will be no DSS, there will be no anyone harassing anybody, where people are going to gather. And as usual, send him back to the hell he is coming from. It is a hell place that Buhari condemned. This guy is condemned everything that was wrong with Nigeria in 2014, 2015, including Tifnumbu, right? And 6 years after that, not even a single just one hospital equipped to just take care of the politicians alone. I mean, let us start saying, they are no longer traveling abroad. If you look at the best hospital they built for themselves in Abuja or in Lagos or in anywhere, right? That is where Nigerian politicians now go to. They have the best facility, they have the best doctors, they have the well-paid staff, the equipment. You know what I'm talking about? For 6 years, they didn't do nada. They made it worse, right? So they now left millions of the people they claim to be leading 6 years. Even if Nigeria no be country, like if nobody they in charge of Nigeria before APC, Egbekegbe came into power, let's say there's nothing, absolute nothing. Baba, it won't be this worse. Do you get that now? They couldn't build just single one that would take at least to make it something like a legacy that, even though Buhari did not build or APC did not build any tangible healthcare system for poor Nigerians, but they did something. They reduced the forex they spent on medical tourism. It is called medical tourism. When they take your money, change your naira to pound sterling, and they transfer the money to the UK bank, and the UK will take their own tax from that money, pay the special doctor that will attend to him. Those special doctors are getting paid every now and then. You know what I'm talking about? Your money. And then when it's done, it will return back. They will bring him back, and they will keep him inside the locker room, inside the asshole rock. Abi, they will keep him in the locker room. And like a deity, like a sort of a god. So everybody will have to go in there and bow for the demigod. Like that. 6 years. A shame. Like Buhari did not just fail those who bought his scam. APC, Egbekegbe, did not fail those who bought their scam. Buhari even failed himself. Think about that. Buhari failed himself. He knows that he has a very critical health condition, very terrible one that has now led to dementia. It's people that claim to love him. They couldn't put aside billion, even when they budget. Do you know how much they budget for Aso Rock every year? If you don't know much, I'll tell you the ones I can remember from 2017. In 2017, they budgeted 3.2 billion for Aso Rock Clinic. In 2018, they budgeted 3.6 billion for Asura Clinic. In 2018, they budgeted 3.8 billion for Asura Clinic. In 2019 budget, they budgeted, they reduced it. They budgeted 3.6 billion for Asura Clinic. In 2020, where Corona day, Baba, they budgeted over 6 billion for Asura Clinic. But guess what? Upon all the billions, you will think the best of the best medical facility, you will find it at the State House, so where they take care of the president, the first family president, his wife, his vice president, his own wife and his own family, and so many other people who are top class of the, of the government. They care nothing. They stole the money, and they budgeted their star code for themselves to come to London. Think about that. 6 years old. Right? So I feel somehow good about it. I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the road to it. There's another one. We were talking about Tifnumbu asking Buhari not to take Nigeria through austerity. Okay. I know if he break down austerity completely. But what I actually understand about austerity is that austere life means there are some certain things that will become so luxurious that you have to cut your coat. They say cut your coat according to your cloth, not according to your size. And that is austerity, austere measure. You have to cut down. Maybe you love to eat, mix of carbohydrates, protein, and all this kind of mixture, vegetable and all of that, because you can afford them. Austerity means that when Nigeria hard, they reach some level, you begin to cut down, like even sugar no good for body. We should not be drinking too much milk. You can be you know what I'm talking about. So Tifnumbu was telling Buhari not to do that because 33% of the population unemployed. That has made Nigeria the capital of unemployed or jobless people in the world. 6 years, 6 years. They took Nigeria, see, that's the drama, right? They took Nigeria from what they called the #1 economy in Africa, when Goodluck Jonathan rebased the economy, Abi, and they said Nigeria economy was rebased and it was worth $500 billion. Remember, Abi? And they said in the next 10 years, Nigeria economy is going to worth over, over between $2 and $3 trillion, because with what they were doing, agriculture, education, blah, 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 like they put them out at that time, from the #1 economy in Africa to the worst economy in Africa now, by all statistics. The poverty capital of the world. The country with the most people that are living in the most extreme poverty level, below extreme poverty level. Now, the #1 country, #1 jobless country. No, I want to frame it well. I don't want to mix the message. So, Nigeria is now the #1 country in the whole world with the highest number of jobless people. Thank you, Buhari. Right? So, Tifnumbu now said, Buhari should not take us through austerity. You know that Tifnumbu is the leader of all Democrats in Nigeria, okay? So that when people are telling you about Tifnumbu and all of that, it is very, very important to demystify him. Because every day, if you pay attention, you will realize that everything they told you about Tifnumbu has always been a propaganda, a cover-up, no true story, no real thing. But now, it's going to be your new Buhari. And so many of you who are not paying attention should begin to pay attention now. There were those who said they will do this, they will do that. 6 years after that, the whole country is now in turmoil, on fire. Abi? Now they have another solution. Buhari should employ, since Boko Haram are employing young people because there is no job in Nigeria. So, Tifnumbu, your next president, is now advising your present Maiyegun, the breeding Maiyegun, Buhari, to employ 50 million of you who are the foot soldiers for APC, Egbekegbe. They should just recruit all of you inside the army, and they will give you kondo, give you kumo, give you stone, give you catapult, and some of you can use any other thing you want to use, or the broom, and you go and fight. 50 million. It's okay. What's it that go to feed them? Now that we have soldiers who are fighting Boko Haram, fighting bandits, they are now protesting that they are not paid. So if Buhari decided to employ the Buharidins and the Buhari Didiris, the Buhari Dinotus and the Buhari Dijetus, the Buhari Shukus, the Unnekaharis, the Ungoziaris, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, and the humble slaves, even when the number no reach 50 million, they can come abroad and pick on the premium Buharidins and the Buhari Didiris, those who left Nigeria, that Nigeria did not leave them, those ones who are patriotic Nigerians from far away. So they can add them to the numbers to make up the 50 million. I'm talking about the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, the Mumu lecturers, the social media bandits, the Facebook adsmen. By the time you add all of this number together, they will have 50 million. But you know what they are going to feed them with? Paki, ege, corn, maize. Your next president, smartest Tifnumbu. I think we should start from him. I have a bit of some stuff to share with you on that. For those of you who are now trying to blackmail your brothers and sisters that it is wrong to demand for self-determination in Yoruba land than to begin to campaign for 2023. You want your brothers to campaign for 2023 because according to you, Tifnumbu is a genius. He's the smartest genius that knows how to solve problem. But yet, Lagos State, mega city, mega slum. You know what I'm talking about, of course. Abi, where you once have a Bantu your governor, Isaleko Barack Obama Fashola, the product of, you see, there's something you need to also know tonight. I'm going to share with you. It is a myth that these guys are progressives. These guys are con artists. They are opportunists. You know, the people they call the freeloaders. They take advantage, they study the situation, then they take advantage of the situation. So they offer solution to the problem, presented themselves as the solution. Then they make the problem worse to the point that by the time you look around, you would have been so lost in the old whammy of more problems that you would have given up. They are scammers who took advantage of the people's vulnerability, and at the same time, they are entrapment in Nigeria to their own advantage. But they are not genius. They are not. The system allows that. If you can carve a niche for yourself in a crooked Nigerian system, it doesn't matter where you come from. Do you get that now? So before you convince your brothers, convince your sisters, begin to go lyrical, begin to sound like you are intelligent. The Tifnumbu that you are going to tell them to line behind was the same Tifnumbu, Laya Muhammad, Saleko Barack Obama Fashola, Ikene Shatabandu Oshibajo, Aregbe Mugbo of Oshun, the other one that died in Ibadan. What's that one's name again? Hey, remind me. And so many other crook who told you then that they have won the magic, the secret of changing Nigeria. They are the product of the scam. But you now see those who are the victims, the collateral mumus, those who have become the victims of their misrule, misgovernance. Those are the Buharidins, the foot soldiers, and all of them. When you look at them very well, and you look at what I'm about to share with you, pay attention. That's what I want you to do. Just pay attention. Ajirebi of Oyo, thank you very much. The late Ajirebi, Ajiyaje, of Oyo constituted authority, who is presently dead. These guys are not smart. Look at them. Can you tell me that Buhari is a smart person? Therefore, is so smart that it could make 1 million people believe what he's saying. It is the system. What are they using? Tribal differences, using the tribal division, religious differences. You see, today I was reading somewhere, they said the Islamic something of Nigeria, yeah, that they threatened Christian Association of Nigeria simply because Christian Association of Nigeria threatened Islamic organization of, I don't know. I'm like, look at that. That is how it works. You see, all these organizations, religious organizations, they share the same tenet that aligns with all these criminals. It doesn't matter which political party they belong to. But they are not smart people. They are not geniuses. It is the system that allows it. You just need to carve a niche for yourself. And that's what they have done. And we need to demystify them. Tifnumbu has a solution for what would be a way of fighting the current problem and employing more young people to defend Nigeria. Do you get that now? To defend that. This is his own way. Let us, he said later, he's retracted later today, 24 hours later. Okay? He's retracted that statement. He said, no, he meant 50,000. Oh boy. You would think say Buhari was, Abi. Your Tifnumbu, the Jaga bandit, the Jaga weary, the Jaga idiot, the Jaga crooked, the Jaga criminal. Aṣíwájú àwọn olè, aṣíwájú àwọn jàgùdà, aṣíwájú àwọn 419, aṣíwájú àwọn agbénita. He's not smart. Pay attention to this. This is the solution. Watch this.
I hope the president himself will not pay attention to austerity. I spoke about it just this last Saturday. Inflation is a question of inflation. It is only the state that must constrain itself on balanced budget. It is only the local government that must restrict itself on balanced budget. Sovereignty is that of Nigeria, and it is only the federal government that has that sovereign power and must use it for the benefit and development and the health, quality of life of Nigeria. That's why they are sovereign. It is time. We are under police. And we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. Is grown here. You create demand as consumption. So over 5 million army of boot camp. We create our food. I mean, that's money for the farmers. That's consumption. But you know, skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm. Not when you can create a log-in in a computer that you are technically competent. No. Those who are working on sugarcane farms who can do so many other things and transfer key labor. Those who can do a cotton. Not when you bring fabric from China or you become a nationalist. No. I never know what you call conflicts until I got to America. And it's from our corn. This alcohol that we are using for coronavirus, what is called, I never know it's from corn because we grow here. How many of it can we produce?
Engineer Abubakar Umar, Managing Director, Ahmed Bello Foundation.
Did you pay attention to his speech? Some people believe that he has a speech impediment or something. Did you pay attention to that? Now, I want you to pay attention to this other video. That was your Tifnumbu there. So when I said before you begin to fight your brothers, begin to play the card they will ask you to play. Is 2023 more important? Now, is this the person that they are telling you will change Nigeria? As a Yoruba man, before you begin to fight your brothers, before you begin to make enemies out of yourselves, before you begin to give out your brothers your brothers' names and locations to the killer squad that will make this person. Is that the person? Now pay attention to this video and tell me if you see any difference between Tifnumbu and this guy.
Anybody with AK-47 should be shot because AK-47 is supposed to be registered and is only given to security officials.
Did you see that? Right? Here is another one I want you to pay attention to. Again, that's Tifnumbu.
And we are competing with armed robbers and bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon.
Did you see that? That is early stage of dementia. Okay? And if you think that is something probably, maybe he's tired and all of that, I want you to pay attention to this video, which was a year ago. There's a reason why I'm putting this in the collection of this broadcast tonight, for the sake of those who are going to watch this video all over again. Now, pay attention to this particular video that he made when he called himself the, the leader of all Democrats. Watch this.
I, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
want to appeal as a committed Democrat and a leader of all Democrats, regardless of political party, to our conscience and our commitment to democracy today on the forthcoming election in Edo State. I want to appeal to you to reject Godwin Obaseki in this coming election. I have suffered with many others to bring about this democratic regime that today we are enjoying in the country. Then, Godwin Obaseki didn't participate in any aspect of the struggle to enshrine democracy in the country. Therefore, he could not understand the value and the pains that was associated with this democratic struggle. He was elected a governor by you people of Great Edo State because he presented himself to you then as a Democrat, and he was sworn in after winning the election. No one prevented him from being sworn in. Thereafter,
I just think that somewhere God will just help me, because I really wish I could really help. I really wish I could help. It's very painful, truly. I can't.
It's very painful. That was a cut and paste video recorded by TVC. As much as they did everything, and they put it in front of him to be reading, like Buhari, they have to be doing cut and join and all of that. So what do you think would be the expectation after that? Now, let me give you the idea. When they tell you that Tifnumbu knows how to appoint very smart people, he knows how to make great people. No. What he does is that he compensates those who work for his own interest, for everything. It's all about the interest of himself. And therefore, as long as you are loyal to the Godfather, you can be anything. You want to be governor? His bag carrier is the vice president of Nigeria today. It is called reward for loyalty. His own people that they keep telling you that they are smart people, they are this, they're educated. They are only good in one thing, right? They read a lot, right? And therefore, they are very good at throwing about grammar, numbers, ideas that have never been tested. None of them have been proven to have tried anything in the field that they have told the whole world they were experts, simply because they were leading the ad of poorly educated country. Okay? 6 years ago, these two prominent figures, they are Yorubas. Today, they are deaf and dumb about the insecurity in Yoruba land. Just like Tifnumbu is now pretending to want to talk about the insecurity, but at the same time, he is suggesting that a killer-ass man should be rehabilitated. And therefore, if he is able to cock gun, and he can also be able to work on his tractor on his farm. Those are the kind of theories that they put in people's heads. And that was when they were clapping for him, like, that's true. If we rehabilitate them, without telling you that if he becomes the president, he himself will begin to rehabilitate terrorists. Then where's your faith as Yoruba people? Remember these two videos. The first one is this expert. He is not an expert, but because Nigeria entertain idiots who are always like a jack of all trades. They are experts in everything. And then when they are talking, you will think they know what they are talking. Since they are talking to poorly educated people, poorly educated and miseducated citizens, yeah, they always get a round of applause. Remember this same guy who said this 6 years ago. And he later became the Minister of Power, Minister of Housing, Minister of Works, right? And within first 4 years of his ministerialship, the Ministry of Power, where he told the whole world, as a governor in Lagos State, somebody that couldn't generate 24 hours electricity in Lagos State, 22 years, they couldn't devise a means of supplying every household in Lagos State 24 hours electricity, but he was an expert. He knows how to give the whole Nigeria electricity. Then they came to power. Now they gave him the ministry. Oh yeah, turn Nigeria power on. Last 3 times, national grid of Nigeria collapsed. But 6 years ago, he was an expert. Watch.
But I will try to be simple. Power generation is not rocket science. It's just generator. So just remember and imagine that your I better pass my neighbor in 1 million times its capacity, but in one place. So if you can make that size of 1 kilowatt, you can make a power turbine of 1,000 megawatts. That's that simple.
Very simple. Very, very simple. Just like they told the whole world. These same guys, they told everybody that you are going to get 3 million jobs every year. All of you are going to be getting scholarship. You are going to get paid before, if you finish school and you graduate, you will serve 1 year in the National Youth Service Corps. Then they will begin to pay you the equivalent salary of what you should be earning if you have a job. They promised everybody, oh boy, they said 1 million a day for school children. People didn't know that. What they were saying was 1 million a day. If you get 1 million a day, by the time we are done with you, by the time change enters you, if you gather 1 million a day, you could praise God every Sunday, right? That's the star boy, That was their star boy, the brilliant professor of technology. He was Minister of Power for 4 years, They couldn't buy that 1 million, I better pass my neighbor, put them together and give Nigeria light. Instead of that, they collapsed the national grid 3 times. 3 times. That is number 1 star boy, a product of Tifnumbu's political tautology or political academy, right? Here is the second one. That one had a little bit of a religious spice, You know the story. Watch this too. It was also 6 years ago by their star boy.
The Lord. This country will change February 14, 2015. There is no doubt at all that this country will see a change. I'm happy that you will witness that change. I'm happy that you will be alive to see that change. It will be a change from the unemployment we have now to jobs for young people. No light, no power, there will be power. Everything that a government should do, this government, the new government of General Buhari will do. Don't let anybody tell us lies and deceive us about religion. You and I know that the most important thing is that when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. Let me ask you a question. Are you rejoicing now? Under this government, are you rejoicing? Very good. The reason why we cannot rejoice under this government is because the scripture says, when the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. After February 14, 2015, in fact, May 29, 2015, you will see rejoicing. you will see rejoicing. By the grace of God, we will all be alive to see it. If you believe that you will be alive to see.
Do you see that job?
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Do you get that? These are the guys, these are the star guys that will begin to give you different species now. How Tifnumbu made them. How Tifnumbu is a maker of all leaders. How Tifnumbu is going to help Buhari complete the good work he is doing. Are those the guys you are going to fight your brothers for because of 2023? Are those the people you are trying, you are getting ready for now? Say, now me and them. Anybody that says Tifnumbu will not be president, we now me and them go enter the same shokoto. Are you normal? Are you normal? Like, you know that video. Are you normal? You're going to fight because of those ones. Yeah? Or you're going to fight because of this one. Because this one is the leader of those ones you're about to fight for. This one.
On the long neglected Boni Bridge to connect these long separated communities.
Not true, it's not correct. There's
in the southeast,
like it's not correct.
Not correct. In the southeast, a critical section of Umahia linking Oka to Onitsha.
You see, that's their leader. So, Tifnumbu that you watched this video just now is not well. You see those people who claim to be experts around him, intelligent, Aregbe Mugbo and Co. and the rest, are those the ones you want to sell to Yoruba? Are those the ones you are going to say Yoruba deserve to continue to die in silence? Come on, man. That's going to be a tough call. And that is why many of us are not going to let that happen. We're going to do our best, okay? We are trying to save the people that they have brought up to this complete ruin. Why are you not seeing that? We are trying to. Are you telling me that you are not aware? Go and call your brothers, call your sisters, call everybody, tell them. If they sell you Tifnumbu for 2023, you are buying your death certificate. You see, Maiyegun is here to help you, trying to tell you that don't join them. Don't fight your brother because of these criminals. Are you not aware?
Continue. No problem. God will see us. There is God. There is God in everything we are doing. Those bloods that are sharing in Bronu will answer. What of two teachers? What of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay. Now the first lady is calling you. Come, I want to help you. Come to find your child, your missing child. Will you keep quiet? No. Child. There is God, oh. There is God, oh. The bloods we are sharing, there is God, oh. 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 There is God.
Please subscribe for more African comedy skits.
Follow them. I am only screaming here not because anybody will kidnap me. If you make Tifnumbu your hope of escaping from Fulani terrorists, come, oh, I am here to save you. Call your children, call everybody. If you tell them and you fight your brother because of Tifnumbu, the same Tifnumbu that didn't give a damn about those who died, at Shasha, or those who lost their properties at Abule Ado in Lagos, was traveling and junketing about until he fell somewhere. He was caught in Katsina, where they had a fire incident. Fire incidents. They were trying to buy validation abroad. I am calling you today, tonight, wherever you are. You, my brother, living abroad. They have not started. See, you have been sending money to help people at home. You are yet to start sending money for ransom, Abi. I am calling you. You, don't say you are not aware. I am calling you. Call your children, call your mother, call your everybody. Tell them they should not buy another death certificate. When they gave you change and they said next level, I told you, I said it's next devil. And I have never played any game in my life. If you pass one level, next level is always harder than the last level. So if they take you to extra level again, or they take you to God knows who, tell your people, tell your children, people are already refugees in Benin Republic. Yorubas should not buy the lies from these con artists, con men who are parading themselves as representatives of Yorubas. Chief Numbu and co. I'm saying it not because I'm going to be directly affected, but if they take any member of my family now, sure, I no go pay. I no go try and help. Maiyegun is calling you. Call your children. Call everybody. They should reject their death sentence. So 2023. Bonus level will be the second term. So if you follow any, because they have to pretend that they want to continue what Buhari is doing. And you know, say Buhari, the Punisher in Chief, is doing a great job. He's done so well that people are suffering, and they are thanking God. Have you ever seen that in your life? Where people will publicly tell you that, Baba, Nigeria, Baba, you know what I'm talking about? But they will be saying, I thank God. So why don't you go and protest and fight these people in God? Baba, they will just kill us, Jare. They will just kill us. Nothing will happen. I'm like, okay, you just adopted the other style. You will just die by hunger or anything will go kill man. Something must shall kill man. Abi? Tell your people, they will be affected though. They will pay. I am saying it now. We all know that anytime you pass a level, all of you, boy, the jazz strong. Imagine it. People will survive the first 4 years of Buhari. They rig them out, use the military, use everything. Nobody can liver to come out and say, oh boy, me, I know if you go to this next level of it, and you know if you force me enter next level. Nobody. Everybody just mellow. Everybody just manage. People will survive Buhari 4 years. They are now thinking they will survive Buhari's 8 years. Last, they are about to give them another Buhari that will then take them to upper level, the bonus level. Now, for those who remain, by that time, those who want Japa go don't Japa. Everybody who want to claim his own country from Nigeria would have claimed his own country. Everybody, like, you will begin to get past before you travel from Onitsha to Ondo, before you travel from Lagos to Kogi. You begin to get past because now different people, they control the region. No joke. So if they take you to upper level, oh boy, if you get chance, before your republic come, before Biafra come, before Dudua come, if you get chance, go find another country, or better still. Because you see, within 6 years, look at Nigeria. Imagine another 10 years of this kind of a thing. 10 years. You just see people, they take selfie with bandits on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway after they have paid their pass, And don't believe this is not possible, okay? In half of the northern Nigeria, as you are watching this video, half of the northern Nigeria, many of those local communities and all that, those that are not, they have not run away and abandoned their full community, those who are still in their own communities, they are paying taxes to bandits. Farmers, abandoned by Nigerian government, by the Nigerian security agents, they are now paying bandits. They are paying them taxes in Katsina, in Zamfara, in Niger State. They are paying bandits in order for them to go and plant food, in order for them to go and harvest their crops and everything. They pay bandits. The bigger your farm, the bigger your tax. Government, the Nigerian government is not even going there at all. So if you allow this next level, next evil or next devil to take you for the next 2 years, and you manage, Because they say if you kick Nigerians, to the war, if you push them to the war, instead of them to turn back and fight for their lives, they will make hole inside that wall, and they will enter that wall, enter them to the other side, and they will begin to endure. Even if that other side na hellfire, they will make hole. They will make hole. So I have this. The same Tifnumbu, by the way, which is something I actually wanted to show you before I go to the next one. The same Tifnumbu, who is now the leader of all the Democrats, the same Tifnumbu abandoned the entire Southwest, and he did this in the same Katsina state. So if I tell you that they take it to another level, and you begin to take selfie with terrorists on Lagos Ibadan Express inside Odop, they say, what is good? They say, we're just kidnapped now, but we are going to be released soon. The bandits just kidnapped us. They are even nice to us. They are taking us to their camp now. But once we pay them, they will let us go. They are very nice. They are not really brutal. In 10 years' time, that will be the Nigeria you'll be living in. But meanwhile, until then, he's still pretty much interested in receiving a validation of the northern Nigeria to become your next Buhari.
With one another in moments like this.
The purpose is to sympathize with the commensurate with the governor and the people of Katsina, and particularly the market men and women who are devastatingly affected. But that's all I want to say. We have to continue to promote unity and collaboration among members of communities in our country. There's no other way to go. When you move around Katsina, you find plenty of Yorubas. We can't displace ourselves. We cannot but unite ourselves.
The APC leader also announced a donation of 50 million naira to the traders and encouraged them to rise above the present setback.
You can see, you can hear a Yoruba woman speaking here. That is the way we were raised. We cannot, because of what we did not control and what we cannot control at birth. Only God determines who you are, where you were born, and what language you were born into, what tribe you were born into. You were given the same blood.
The authorities are still working to ascertain the level of damage caused by the...
That's what they try to do, you know, pro-Nigeria, one Nigeria, and all of that. Last, Isha, the Kwamo boys of Lagos, they are happy that the birthday celebration of their Tifnumbu was successful. And if you ask me how they celebrated it in Lagos, this is what I got. That's just the tip. I caught this video as well. This was yesterday along Lagos Ibadan Expressway, where bandits were reported to have stopped people, the travelers, for some minutes, where they were shooting and people had to stop. The report that people got kidnapped is yet to be confirmed, but we caught the scene, few pics here and there, and this is what I got. So that was Lagos-Ibadan Expressway yesterday. It was an unconfirmed report, but yeah, they had a bit of interruption when the news was that some Fulani terrorists, they were operating and trying to kidnap travelers along their road. We'll report more when we find anything. So that is just the first part of our broadcast tonight. But before we go to another one, I want us to take a minute. Come on. This is something you can do within a sec, right? Give a thumb up under this video to at least mark your presence. Let's show how many of us are really watching tonight, right? And if you haven't subscribed to Maiyegun's Diary, you can do that now. Click on the subscription button, click on the notification button and set that to on, all notification, okay? And another thing is you can also become a member of Maiyegun's Diary Politico. When you see any member any of my viewers who comments and you see this special sign in front of their name or their ID, those are the premium members of Maiyegun's Diary Politico, which I'm so grateful to all of you. I've got a massive number of them. Amazing guys, right? So when I say thumb up, I'm not saying drop the thumb up under the video. No, there is this. If you leave the chat room, you will see the thumb up, thumb down under the video. Give it a shot, okay? Before we continue, let's do it.